powerful, I think, is the first thing that comes to mind. Like, there were just so many circumstances where I was like, whoa, this is so transformational. Like, whoa, this is so transformational. And then it just like I can't even begin to describe. It's so much. It's crazy how much can happen in a span of 5 to 6 days that will change your trajectory in future.
And
definitely the Mayan womb massage. I think I released more in that hour than I have my entire life. Like, there was so much stored in my womb, and I felt it release. And even like the next day in Shavasana, I just felt so much more space inside of me. So I have to say that, and just like the connection also with the woman who did that for me, and it was just incredible.
Can you describe your experience a little more in detail if you care to share?
The massage?
Yeah,
so I had an inkling to share with her that one of my biggest fears is death. Like, I have like kind of a chronic fear of it, and she ended up looking up my Noal, I think it's called, and I am death, of course. That's like the Kamu. And as soon as she said that, it was almost like I've been waiting for someone where I could feel seen in her. Like, I just already felt super seen by her before we even began the massage, and she was like, yeah, that makes sense as to why you would feel that way, and you really have to come to peace with that. And you could even have like psychic abilities. You're very connected to the spiritual world, and I feel like I've felt that since like being a kid, but it's not as embraced in Western cultures. So from the get-go, I was just like, I'm gonna be crying this whole time, because I think I had been waiting also for like a strong woman figure to just hold me and let me know it's okay to scream and to cry and to connect with those other sides of me that aren't as accepted elsewhere. So from the moment that it started, I was crying, and then just let out so much, especially when we got to like the womb part. I had to get surgery around this time last year, so I have a lot of scar tissue and a lot of just like things to work through there. So it just, I wish I would have done it sooner after the surgery, but I was so grateful to experience it when I did. So the first moment I saw Viv, I was just like, she is light. Like, her smile and her whole aura just glows. So I think that, like, we described her as Mrs. Frizzle from like the Magic School Bus. So I just think that she carried us along this journey and allowed us to be our inner, like, it was like we were all kindergartners just experiencing things for the first time. And I feel like we could have spent months talking and learning from her. So I just feel like she's such a gem in this world, and there's just so much knowledge and wisdom and light within her.
And
I would say I'm at loss for words, because it would just be the most, I think, I feel so grateful that I got to experience it, and that's why I was thinking of my mom and my grandma. It's like, I wish they could have the opportunity to experience this. And just back to my comment of like letting out screams and cries and just being in a safe environment to be all the different aspects of ourselves as women. Like, I want that for every woman in my life, honestly, and all women everywhere. But yeah, I can't wait to share that with like what I've learned with them, and hopefully convince them to do something similar. It was the first thing I said when I started this interview, but just, I am powerful. I think just remembering the power that we hold as women, it's incredible.